Good evening, everyone. How's everyone's weekend? Let's take a look and see at some stocks here. Let's see what possibly can happen for this week. Let's take a look. Let's start off. Let's start off with the Dow. A quick review. How you guys feeling with the market? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quite a sort of mishmash, right? Still, we have no direction here. Although, I'm feeling a little bit better about the action for this week. How about you guys? We retook the 10-day moving average, which is always a good sign. But I'd like to get above this 50-day before a bit more positive and stay there for at least a couple of days. Could we have a fake out like we did back here? Absolutely. However, we'll wait and see. Back at this juncture here, you can see the stochastic was really high as well. But if we have it back here, stochastic gets a bit lower. So I'm feeling a little bit... what do you guys think about the market for this week? Think we're going to end on an up note? There's still so much here that we can actually take a look at and see. Let me do here. So we have... I'm just drawing a quick line here. We're still going into this ascending triangle, right? So, will we have success this week? Your guess is as good as mine. But, if we can have a bit of a breakout, I think we'll be on another uptrend at least for next couple weeks. That's what I'm hoping for. But, we're still not getting that much direction on here. But I think we're coming to a juncture here where we're going to get a bit of direction at least for a few weeks. But that's my 2 cents on it. Now, let's talk about stocks that might be interesting to play around with. Or I should say trade, because we never play. We trade, and we trade to win. So one stock I came across on my scanner, which I think might be an interesting bit of a swing trade, is MetLife. As you can see, we're hanging around here on the low side. We're getting some support here around $44 a share. So I'm definitely having this one on my radar. Don't know if it'll actually hang out there from a longer term perspective. It's I think it's one of those stocks you can make a bit of money with, but you won't lose your shirt either if you play by the rules. So this one might be a good one to hold on for a few days. I'm thinking about buying this, but not quite sure yet. So let's just keep an eye on this one. If it gets down to the $44 area range again, I might be a buyer, but it's been a bit volatile. It has some good swings during the day. Okay, so let's talk about one that I've been kind of beating my drum with here a bit, and that's Crescent Point Energy, CPG. As you can see, a couple of days ago we called it. I said this was kind of a make or break point, and it sure has been. So we've had a good decline this week. I expect this to further decline back down to 650. Could it bounce back up at any time? Sure. Well, that's kind of my target zone. That's what I'm thinking that we're going to be heading towards. And when it gets down here, it's probably going to be a good buy. But not yet. So hang tight. Let's see, other interesting stocks. Baytex pulled back a bit, but it's had a really good run-up over the past month. I mean, it looks like it's slightly above the 10-day moving average. Let's check it out. It's at 433, closed right at the 10-day, so maybe we'll get some direction tomorrow. All of these oil stocks are kind of hanging in there, waiting to see what the price of oil does. If it can get above that psychological $70 a barrel level. Blue Green. This is one that's owned by or spin off from BVX, or they're a part of it. Cool. Bad news here if you kind of jumped in here. This is one I've been kind of watching because of the strength from the IPO. Having a bit of a setback here. Will it continue to trend this way? I don't know, but it may be time to buy in because it had some really good momentum over the past few months. But this is one I'm kind of keeping on my radar. Jump over to Denny's. It hasn't been able to get above the 50-day moving average after its big tumble on Tuesday. So eventually, I feel that this will be a stock to jump back into. Not yet, though. It's one of those we'll kind of wait and see type of games. I think we got some good support around the $15 a share area, but this is just one to kind of watch and see. Let's talk about some other stocks that I've mentioned in the past week. Huntsman. Not much going on here. I potentially see this going to the upside. Stochastics is low. We may have a jump this week. We'll wait and see. I'm hoping that we do because I have some shares. I think it's around 29.60 or so. I think this is still a good buy if you haven't bought it yet. Let's see some other interesting ones. NSP, Insperity. I did buy into this one. This stock has been on tear for the year, doing very well. I believe I can get you the exact price, about around the $80, or maybe it was 81 level. Volume's been good. Things have been chugging away. Life is good if you've bought into it. I think this one still can potentially be a buy. Of course, always buy it on the upside. And there goes the dog who likes to bark. Profire. Take a bit of a breather. Still think we still have potential to move up with this, but we'll see. A lot of it depends on the price of oil. Still think it's a great stock. Even at this level, if you bought it at 363, you probably get some profit out of that. Let's see, any other interesting tidbits? Zix Corporation had a bit of a pullback this week, but closed up a little bit on Friday. Looks good. I would am going to watch this one closely just in case it falters some more. Wouldn't be surprised if it did, but it did have a nice rebound. Volume wasn't very impressive, though. Let's see, anything else here I want to bring out to you guys for upcoming this week? This is a Canadian stock. It gets a lot of attention. It's Aurora Cannabis. This one, it hasn't been very exciting. Like, it's been kind of hanging around the $8 level, $9. Bounces around. There's some money you can probably make if you day trade it, because there is a touch of volatility in there. But this is just kind of want to keep on your radar scope. But it has a lot of attention from a lot of the news and media outlets and so on. Let's see here. What else we have? Synovus. Actually, I'm surprised it's doing as well as it has, but that's okay. I do have some put options on this. So we'll see where it ends up. It's still trending up a bit, but you know, I'm just not feeling it. So I could be wrong, but I'm ready to get out. Take my lickings if I need to, but I don't see this stock breaking out anytime soon. This is what I stumbled across. It's EIGI, Endurance International Group. I think, looking at the chart, let me zoom out here a little bit. I think it may have some potential to go up some more, up into the $9.50 area, but that's kind of a risky bet because it is volatile. It bounces around quite a bit, as you can see, over the years. Over the past few months, it's been trading between $7 and $9. So if you time it just right, you make some coin. But I'm just not feeling it for the stock right now. It's a bit pricey. Well, it's getting to be a bit pricey. I don't think I would jump into this anytime soon. But there will be a time to jump in when it pulls back. A couple interesting stocks I mentioned over the past week. Smucker didn't really pan out very well. Still on a down slope. Next stop is probably going to be $100, but you never know. I thought it might be a buy if it can swing, if it can turn around a bit, but obviously that has not happened yet. Sage Therapeutics. Let's take a look at that. Still kind of hanging around in the general area. I picked up on this last week. Nothing exciting there, but that doesn't mean couldn't have a breakout. Maybe just taking a bit of a breather. Volume has been less than exciting as well. So really not feeling it with this one yet. But if it does break out, either way, it usually does not disappoint. So as you can see, we had a good tumble here about two weeks ago. Let's see, Big Tech Saturday. Yep, pull back on that one. We talked about that. Let's see some other ones. Tamarack Valley. For our Canadian friends. Let's see as well. Still, one too. Depends on oil, price of oil, but it's kind of sitting in there like all these other energy stocks. I don't think I would buy it right at this moment, but if there's another breakout, I think I would. So this looks kind of on a standby. If you're gonna buy anything, I would take a look, maybe potentially Huntsman, and Denny's if it can pull itself together. But I'm definitely not gonna count on that. Depends on the market action this week, right? Who knows? It's another week coming out, and like I said, very interesting chart here with the Dow. We have this ascending triangle going on. I don't know, I'm just kind of curious. We should know in a couple of weeks if we break through this or what the heck is going on. So, no other interesting stocks that I could point out for now. I think we should kind of sit tight. Don't see anything that's a real screaming buy. One easy scan that I did set up, we can check out real quick, see if we can find anything. Is stochastics going up above 20 and above average volume. So let's just run this really quick. See if we can find anything of interest that we might want to talk about. So we have 33 stocks in our watch list, and I'm just kind of eyeballing this real quick. I'll see if there's anything on the New York Stock Exchange that might be of interest. American Axle has come up over the past few scans that I've done, but it doesn't warrant really a lot of interest. As you can see, it's got some resistance. Well, on the downside at 14. Will it continue to break out? If we can catch it on the upside, you might be able to make some money with it up to 16 or 17. But this is one that's just I just kind of watch out of the corner of my eye. It's not even on my my watch list. So some of the criteria, just to let you guys know, that I like to look for when I scan is New York. On the New York market, well, I can do this with any market actually, but the ones that make things most interesting for buys are, I also put in percent change for revenue over last year and earnings per share. Kellogg, I did kind of eyeball Kellogg's. Let's see here. It has been on the downside, but it's just really choppy. I would stay away from this one. Let's see. What else do we have? Anything else of interest? I thought I saw something else here I wanted to mention to you guys. Let's take a look. Here it is. Keysight Technologies. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we're coming up to the bottom on the stochastics side of things. So we're on the low, cutting through. And we're also breaking through the 50-day moving average. So maybe this will have a nice turnaround. If we can get above or close above the 10-day moving average, that would definitely be a good sign. It just has a slight pullback from its high. Looks like it's got some resistance going on at 55. And if you want to try and make a couple bucks, would this be worth it? Potentially. It's pretty consistent. Like this is like a Huntsman where you're not going to really lose a lot of money in case it doesn't go your way. As you can see here, it goes from 55 and down to 50, which is quite a bit actually if you think about it. About 10%, but it's you would be out at the 7 to 8% level anyway, and you could see it wouldn't be acting that well. Sorry, I had a little interruption there, But yeah, this could be a potential one. You know, I'm gonna definitely. This is gonna be in my watch list too, only because I like the way that it's pretty stable, like a Huntsman, where you know you're not gonna lose your shirt in one day, right? You can, if you accidentally want to pay attention to it for a few days, you can kind of go in and out. And I'm just kind of curious from a long-term perspective on a weekly chart. It looks like it's just been trading for a few years, but it's been doing well over the past few years. So this is one I'm definitely going to keep my radar. So we'll see what happens with this week and tomorrow. The Asian markets are open and they were down just a little bit, nothing too drastic. Let's see, any other bits of information? Nothing here that I would really want to jump into. So guys, what are your questions? Do you have any questions? You want me to look up a stock for you? Let me know. Put it in the comments because I love talking about this stuff. Let me know. This is what I really like to do. I only have a few subscribers, but that's okay. I like to keep my people happy, right? So tomorrow evening I'll do another quick walk through the market, and we'll see what goes on. I hope everyone has a good Monday.